Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my latest video, December 29th. The New Year's is coming up, and this is my latest video on trading the QQQ using the dollar index or the DXY as a confluence. You see it here. This is the DXY, and I'm trading the QQQ. So I'm trying to just trade this because it's like a macro play. So you're trying to trade like the broader stock market versus trying to trade an individual stock that can move off of like basically news catalysts or a tweet or any specific things that can move the stock individually that won't affect every single thing in the market. So if you trade it like a broader index that covers like a group of stocks that move in a similar pattern, there's a higher chance of some tradability being there. So today I even took some notes just to like outline because I wanted to talk about it because it happened today and I'm just like reviewing it. So basically today, like on this trade, you can see that I was correct on the trade, right? But I exited too early. I wanted to make sure I covered some profits. But today, let me show you what happened. I was fearful of taking too big of a loss, which affected my trading, which I guess if you're playing by your system, you shouldn't be affected by that. So I'm thinking sticking to your plan versus executing your strategy is basically how you should approach it. And I I also wrote this. If I had a stop to my plan, I would have I would have taken a bigger loss than what I wanted to take. So basically, if the trade had went against me, I would have taken a loss bigger than that I wanted to take. So I generally would want to take just like a $20 loss, which would have been a one risk to basically I'm trying to get three reward. So one risk is 20 and I'm trying to make $60 on the trade. Three times the trade and I'm only trying to lose one times the amount that I'm putting on the table. So even though the trade didn't go against me, the point is that is why I had exited the trade today. So I had exited the trade today basically because I felt like the trade would have went against me and then I didn't want it to just take up too big of a loss, and I'll actually show you as I move the stop loss during the day. I have some screenshots here. So I didn't want to take too much of a loss just on the fact that I made a loss yesterday, which is something that you should not be doing if you're trading by your system. But I just didn't want to take the loss today, and I wanted to just stick to the plan. But I moved the stop loss as I gradually began to get more into profit, and then when the trade kind of slightly reversed or just did what you call it. Yeah, I would say a slight reverse. When the trade did a slight reverse, it knocked me out of the trade at my stop loss, hitting me out at profit. So if it was a bigger trade, I would have still exited in a profit for sure, like 100%. But I could have made more on the trade if I just held the trade longer and stuck to my system. Being that the risk would have been around $30 to $40 on the trade, I could have still made more, but that's what happens basically. So I just wanted to just go over that part of it with you at the start. So the first trade, as you remember, if you minus 5 from this, you can get the time when I'm entering the trade, which is 9:30. So I entered for a buy at 26299 on the 9 o'clock candle. And I use this vertical to separate when the day begins. So basically, this is the day that we're focusing on today. This is the day that we're focusing on today. This is the QQQ. This is the dollar. So you can see how it has a correlation. It has an inverse correlation. I spoke to somebody and they say it doesn't and blah, blah, blah. But if you can look directly at the chart right now, you can see the direct inverse correlation on the QQQ, and that's why I'm trading it, because I'm using it as an easy trend indicator and I'm just trading it in that direction. So basically what happened today, I entered at 9:30 at 26299, 26299. So 26299 is around here, so I almost got it right at the bottom. Look at that. So that's like a great entry. So 26299, let me show you, 26299. So I entered there and then I sold it closer to the closing of the candle but around when it began to go higher at 26454. So 26454, 26454, 26454. So right around here, still on the 9 o'clock candle, 26454. That's where I exited the trade for a $29 profit. So that's like 1.5 risk to risk reward, but that was still good. I could have took it a bit more, but I decided to just exit at that point. And then the reason for this is because I saw where it kind of rebounded here from a level of support. So it looked like the dollar was reversing there from what I was seeing on the 1 hour chart. And then as it reversed, it opened up here and began to come right back down, which would have been very positive for the QQQ today, as you can see on the chart. So I went to the other side, but I made sure to keep the risk at like one, and I actually lowered the amount that I was trading to just 10 shares. So I just went to 10 shares, and as you can see, it's around the same time that the dollar reversed. So I went to the other side, thinking that I could have caught the trade the other way, which is a bad way to go about it, but it works sometimes. So I kept the risk rather small, and I could only lose max $9 on the trade there. So I entered at 26455 on the 9 o'clock candle. So 26455. So as you can see, it's like right about where I exited my buy position there. So that's kind of interesting. Right above where I exited the buy position, that's where I entered my sell position. And then I had my stop loss at 26530. So that's right above like yesterday's high, or even it's right above the support level. So 26530. I have to zoom this up to get just a little bit more difference on it too. So 26530. So this is where I got stopped out on the 10 o'clock candle. So as you can see, the 10 o'clock candle kind of just rallied, and this kind of relates to the 10 o'clock candle on the DXY. So it's a direct thing. You can see it like the DXY starts to push down, and as you can see, the QQQ starts to push up. So I wanted to actually show this what was happening today. So as the market, let me see where it started. So this, hopefully it's right. So this was of the way I'm like setting out the trade. So I have a market order, I got filled, I have my stop loss. I created a stop move, a stop sell in case it started to go against me. Created the stop loss. No, I actually modified the stop loss to make sure that I'm in profit. I modified the stop loss again to make sure that I'm in profit, and then I got filled there. Boom. I actually completed this trade, exited in profits. So my stop loss got cancelled there. And then I entered to the downside on the QQQ, a market order. So basically, I see as 931 here. I moved the stop loss to 26150. So that's where the risk was like between $30 to $40. And then I moved the risk here to like 26220. That's where the risk was like probably $15. I could lose max on the trade. And then I moved the stop loss to like 26322. That's where the risk was either in profit or probably like $7 or $5. I could have lost max on the trade. So that's where I like move the stop loss to make sure that I'm always in profit no matter how the trade goes after my entry. Once my entry is correct and I kind of get that trend, if I'm moving the stop loss, it can be a way to just cover your cover your balance sheet and also get exposure to the upside. The only thing is that if the market goes like slightly against you, you get knocked out. You can get knocked out in profits, but all the same, it still can prevent you from getting all of these profits, because as you can see, my initial trade was to the buy side. The market was just bullish today, even though it's not moving drastically. It was still correct, and I could still probably get, let me see, you have a three, four, five, six. It was $6 move, right? On $20, that's 120. On $200, that's 1,200, right? On 20 shares, right? So if you got 200 shares, you could have made 1,200 just on that move alone. Just think about that. So that's why I'm working on the strategy, fine tuning the strategy to work on the smaller shares, and then I'm gonna apply the bigger shares to it, along with the consistency, along with the profitability, and that will almost surely provide me with the returns that I'm looking for. And we're gonna end the week more than likely profitable because, as you can see, I took just two trades today. I closed the trade my pool, but I just took two trades today and I made sure to end the day in profits. Let's see how tomorrow goes on Friday. And I think Tuesday was profitable. Wednesday I lost on the trade. Thursday I ended profitable. So that's two profitable days for the week already. Let's see how. No, today's Thursday. Damn. Because we opened on Tuesday. So Tuesday was profitable. Wednesday was a loss. Tuesday was a profitable, and then let's see how tomorrow ends. And more than likely, we're gonna have a profitable week. So let's see how tomorrow plays out. I heard some like fake news about MicroStrategy selling some Bitcoin, but it turns out that they sold 700 Bitcoin but bought 800 Bitcoin. So you know that there's a lot of fake news that can move the stock in a specific moment for some, probably a hedge fund or a bigger trader, to capitalize off of a quick downside move, sell out their position. And while you believe that you're early to the news, they were the one that sent out the news, got the move, made the trade, exited in profits, or probably did as I did, just move their stop loss into profit. And if the trade went against them, they're out at probably millions of dollars in, say, a matter of minutes or hour or so. But that's basically it. I'm kind of liking how the dollar is playing out. It's, I don't know. I see something because even though it kind of went against me here, and I saw that big wick and I was like, the market might go against me. You know, I could have kept the stop loss. I could have still kept my stop loss because my initial stop loss was not hit. Let me go back to that. My initial stop loss was 26150, which would have been a loss of $40, right? 26150. And as you can see, for the entire day, we never got to 26150. Even though I went to yesterday's previous low, we did not get back down this low for the entire day. So I did not hit my stop loss at all. The market pick a direction and went with it. And this is what I like. This is what I like. When the market picks a direction, goes that direction, even if it settles out up here, you could have just said, okay, that is worth it. That is where the trade is like good. I'm all set. And as you can see, multiple times at the end of the day, the market hit the high levels. So the market hit the high levels on the 11 o'clock candle, on the 2 o'clock candle, and also on the 3 o'clock candle. So if you had set your stop loss at the previous high, knowing that the market had already rallied, you'd have been good. And even if you just let it ride out until the platform close you out of the trade, you'd have exited in profit today. So actually, I like it. I like how it's playing out. There's a high probability of me being able to live trade this probably every day. The only thing is that the market will tell you if you're right or wrong within the first hour or two, and then after that, you would just be talking, because I'm not trying to do 10 trades a day. I'm just trying to do one, max two for the day, because I'm not chasing a trade. I just want to get the system done, get the trade off, be either correct or wrong, find out fast, and that's it. That's what's gonna happen. So that's basically it. Hopefully you stuck to the entire video. You know, it's a 13-14 minute video, but there's a lot of value here in my opinion, because I'm still journaling the process. You're seeing where I'm entering, where I'm exiting, why I'm entering or why I'm exiting, how the candles form out, how the candles react to certain levels. You're seeing all of this in just like a daily review, and it's like a story. So yesterday we were around here and we played the dollar that way. So today we're here. This is what? This is in the late night. So yesterday is here. the dollar went up, and as you can see, the QQQ went down. So when people say, oh, they don't see any relationship between the two, between the indexes, they don't know anything, man. Because look at this. Look at this. The dollar went up. As you can see, the QQQ went down. Even though it didn't start that way, it still ended up going down. And you could have played it to the downside just based off looking at the dollar making a move to the upside, right? And even creating a newer, a higher low here. That's basically it. I'm liking it. So basically, I'll see you tomorrow, and bye.